Hey everyone! If you're planning to visit the Forbidden City in Beijing, you're in for a treat. But with its vast area and numerous palaces, it's essential to have a plan to make the most of your time there. In this video, I've got you covered with 3 efficient routes to explore this historic marvel. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and bookmark this video for later reference. Trust me, you'll want to come back to it. Now, let's get started with some essential tips. 1. Enter through the Tiananmen Square entrance and pass through the majestic Meridian Gate to reach the ticket checkpoint at the Gate of Supreme Harmony. This route offers a grand ceremonial entrance to the Forbidden City. 2. Arrive early to beat the crowds and have the best chance for uninterrupted exploration and photo opportunities. 3. Book your tickets in advance, whether for the morning or afternoon. With a same-day ticket, you can enter at your preferred time. 4. Consider bringing water and snacks for your visit, as there are resting areas inside the Forbidden City to recharge. Alright, now that we've got the basics covered, let's dive into our 3 carefully planned routes to make your Forbidden City visit unforgettable. Stay tuned till the end for a recap of the routes that you can screenshot and save for your trip. Alright, let's kick off our Forbidden City tour. As we pass through Tiananmen Square and head towards the Meridian Gate, let's take a moment to appreciate the historical significance of this iconic entrance. Contrary to what you might have seen in Chinese film and television, the Meridian Gate was never a site for executions. In reality, during the Ming Dynasty, it served as a place for imperial disciplinary actions, while in the Qing Dynasty, it was where the emperor issued the yearly Chinese calendar. Now, as we step into the Forbidden City through the Meridian Gate, you'll notice 3 imposing gates ahead. Take a quick glance behind you, and you'll spot 2 smaller gates on either side. These are what we call the 3 central gates and 2 hidden gates. The central gate was reserved exclusively for the emperor's use. Only the emperor himself and the empress, during the emperor's wedding ceremony, were allowed through this gate. Additionally, the top 3 scholars in the imperial examination, known as Zhuangyuan, Bangyan, and Tanhua, were granted one-time passage through this prestigious entrance. On the east side, you'll find the gate for civil and military officials, while the gate on the west side is reserved for royal family members. The 2 smaller gates are opened only during significant events, adding to their mystique and significance. If you truly want to experience the grandeur of the emperor's presence, make sure to enter through the central gate. It's a step back in time to feel like royalty. Upon passing through the Gate of Supreme Harmony, we step into the vast Taihe Gate Square. Here, you'll immediately notice 5 impressive golden water bridges stretching out before you. Once we've crossed these bridges, we'll find ourselves standing before the imposing Taihe Gate. Now, pay close attention as we approach the Taihe Gate. This is where you'll encounter the 2 majestic bronze lions, the largest in the entire palace. These lions represent power and authority, their paws firmly planted on the universe itself. If you're keen on snapping a photo with them, just be mindful not to stand directly beneath their feet. After capturing those memorable photos, let's resist the urge to rush forward. Instead, we'll take a moment to explore the Hall of Martial Valor, Wingdian, on the west side, and the Hall of Literary Glory, Wenhudian, on the east side of the Taihe Gate. This strategic move will help us avoid retracing our steps later on. The Hall of Martial Valor, once dedicated to ancient book editing, printing, and even book burning, has transformed into the splendid painting and calligraphy gallery of the Palace Museum today. As we stroll to the east of this hall, we'll come across the enchanting Rainbow Bridge, adorned with an array of stone lions, each boasting its own unique shape and form. For those with a keen eye, it's a delightful challenge to spot the subtle differences among them. Now, shifting our attention to the Hall of Literary Glory. This esteemed space was once a hub for scholarly lectures and insightful discussions on literature. During the Ming Dynasty, the Grand Academician of this hall played a pivotal role in guiding the Crown Prince's studies. Similarly, during the Qing Dynasty, they assumed the responsibility of assisting the emperor in managing state affairs, holding a prestigious position within the government hierarchy. With our exploration of these historical sites complete, Let's make our way back to the Taipei Gate Square. From here, we'll pass through the adjacent gate and step into the grandeur of the Taipei Hall Square. The Taipei Hall, commonly referred to as the Hall of Supreme Harmony, holds a common misconception among many. While it exudes grandeur and significance, it wasn't actually where the emperors held their enthronement ceremonies, weddings, or celebrated festivals. Rather, it served as a vital administrative center for the imperial court. To the west of the Taipei Hall stands the Hongyi Pavilion, which played a crucial role as the treasury of the Internal Affairs Department. Here, silver was meticulously allocated for various expenditures, ensuring the smooth functioning of the imperial household. Across from the Hongyi Pavilion lies its counterpart, the Tiran Pavilion. These two structures mirror each other in design and purpose, collectively serving as the civil and military components of the Taipei Hall complex. The Tiran Pavilion, also known as the Wenlu or Literary Tower, was designated as the silk treasury of the Internal Affairs Department. Within its walls, precious silk fabrics and intricately embroidered items were carefully stored, symbolizing the wealth and splendor of the imperial court. Behind the Taipei Hall stands the Zhonghe Hall, a significant area where the emperor would prepare himself before presiding over grand ceremonies in the Taipei Hall. Moving forward, we arrive at the Baohe Hall, a place of great importance for aspiring scholars across the nation. Here, candidates who had successfully navigated through multiple rounds of rigorous examinations would face the ultimate test, the final examination. Success in this pivotal exam would grant them eligibility for coveted government positions, marking a significant milestone in their academic and professional journey. The Baohe Hall holds immense historical significance, serving as the culmination of years of diligent study and preparation for countless scholars. Here's a helpful tip for visitors. Within the Forbidden City, there are opportunities to collect unique stamps, offering a glimpse into the world of ancient Chinese seals. In the northeast corner of the Baohe Hall, you'll find a Chinese character museum featuring 4 complimentary stamps. Additionally, if you purchase the book Forbidden City 100, the staff can provide additional stamps for your collection. After we've explored the outer court of the Forbidden City, the journey continues as we pass through the Qianqing Gate, leading us into the inner court, an area where the emperor's concubines resided, potentially numbering in the hundreds or even thousands. As we approach the Qianqing Gate, take note of the 2 distinctive stone lions guarding the entrance. Their ears perked up and eyebrows covering their eyes serve as a warning, signaling the inhabitants of the inner court to refrain from meddling in state affairs. To the east of the Qianqing Gate lie the inner left gate and the offices of the 9 ministers, which have now been transformed into a cultural and creative shop. On the western side, you'll find the inner right gate and the military affairs office. Directly ahead awaits the majestic Qianqing Palace, once the emperor's residence during the Ming and Qing dynasties. Legend has it that the palace contained 27 beds to thwart potential assassination attempts. However, during the reign of the Yongzheng emperor in the Qing dynasty, the emperor relocated to the Yangxin Hall, and the Qianqing Palace transitioned into a space for handling state affairs. Continuing our journey, we arrive at the Jiaotai Hall, home to 25 imperial seals. In ancient China, the imperial seals symbolized supreme power, and its transfer represented a significant shift in authority and governance. Continuing our exploration, we now find ourselves at the Kuning Palace, which served as the sleeping quarters for the Empress Dowagers during the Qing dynasty. Here's a handy tip. In the northeast corner of the Kuning Palace, you'll discover a cultural and creative shop offering 5 free stamps, definitely worth checking out. Moving past the Kunming Gate, we encounter the Imperial Garden. However, let's hold off on our visit for now, and instead head west to explore the Yangxin Hall and the Western Six Palaces area. In the Western Six Palaces area lies the Chushu Palace, which served as the residence of Empress Dowager Cixi for many years. During the final 3 decades of China's imperial era, Empress Dowager Cixi wielded considerable power, essentially making the emperor her puppet. Another helpful tip, adjacent to the Chushu Palace is yet another cultural and creative shop offering 3 complimentary stamps. A true treasure hunt experience, isn't it? Within this area, you'll also find the Yikun Palace, Yongshou Palace, Xining Palace, and the Shokong Palace, all of which house the emperor's concubines. After a brief exploration of these historical sites, we'll make our way to the Imperial Garden, a sanctuary frequently visited by palace concubines who were unable to freely leave the Forbidden City. But remember, as we conclude our tour, be cautious not to exit through the Shenwu Gate, as doing so may prematurely bring an end to your Forbidden City experience. Let's leisurely make our way back and explore the Eastern Six Palaces area. Here, you'll discover palaces like the Yanxi Palace, Jingren Palace, Jingyang Palace, Ningshou Palace, and Huangji Hall, among others. Don't forget to visit the Clock and Watch Museum and the Treasure Gallery, where each treasure will leave you in awe. Here's a helpful tip. Just outside the Treasure Gallery exit, on the right-hand side, you'll find another spot where you can collect free stamps. Be sure not to miss it. Afterward, we'll stroll along the long corridor, capturing stunning photos against the backdrop of the red walls. Our journey will conclude as we reach the North Gate, Shenwu Gate, marking the perfect end to our visit to the Forbidden City today. For stamp collectors, there are also 2 stamping locations outside, the Corner Tower Cafe and the Forbidden City Cultural and Creative Shop. Following this complete route will take approximately a day, so remember to pack some water and snacks and take breaks as needed. If you're short on time, I've also prepared half-day and 2-hour fast-track routes for your convenience, which you can easily screenshot for reference. That wraps up our Forbidden City guide. Stay tuned for more guides to other tourist attractions in China. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Your support is greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions about visiting the Forbidden City or anything else related to China, feel free to leave a comment below. Happy exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.